All right, what's up guys? Hey, welcome back to our video channel here guys. Today I'm going to show you guys how to put on a cut vinyl sticker on pretty much like a flat surface. You know, nothing too crazy, you know, windows, flat areas, that kind of thing. So the first step you're actually going to do, you got to clean it really good. Prep is number one thing. You want to make sure you clean it. I'm using isopropyl alcohol to be able to make sure I get any fingerprints off the window here. Get it nice and clean because you don't want to have anything stuck behind your vinyl. The next step, we're going to set it up on the window. All right guys, so now that we got to this step here, the window's clean. The next thing you want to do before you lay it up on the window is make a center mark. So that way you get it inside the window where you want it to go. I'm going to have another sticker down below, so I'm not going to worry about my height just at the moment. So for right now, I'm going to move her up and then get her positioned where I want her to kind of be at, right in the center. We're going to go up a little bit high. And then from there, I'm going to pull out my tape measure. And then I'm going to take a measurement of this window. Okay, I'm at 34.5. Okay, so I'm going to put that 17.25. So I'm pretty close right now. I just need to move over about a ½ inch. So you want to make sure this thing comes up nice and square. Just a little farther. So I know I'm at 17.25, and boom, I'm at 17.25. So from there, we always want to double check our numbers. So I'm going to double check again to make sure I'm 17.25 on this side. So I make sure I'm centered and boom, I'm all set. So from there, I want to make sure I'm level on top and bottom. So I'm just going to take a couple of measurements here from the top of this frame and kind of see where that puts me at right here. I'm just over 10.25. Okay, right here. It's pretty close to 10.25. So I'm just a little bit off. So I'm going to bring this side down, get it all squared up. In these types of cases as well, you can also put a level on it if you want to go that route on these flat areas. So that also works pretty well, but sometimes you don't always have one with you. Tape measure works just fine. So right now I'm sitting at about 10.5 and 10.5, boom. So I'm level on the top. So I'm all set to go from there. So next we're going to go ahead and put up a ½ hinge. So stay tuned, I'll throw up the tape on it. All right guys, now that I got a temporary set in place, I'm going to put my ½ hinge. Now the ½ hinge is important, and I'll show you why in the next step, so that way you can work with the graphic into two pieces instead of one big stick. So in this case, I'm going to let gravity help us out. So I'm just going to go right to left. And boom, so now I've got my ½ hinge ready to go. And so the next step from there, I'm going to go ahead and peel the backing off the face of the masking paper right here. I don't want to get my fingers in it or anything like that. Pull slowly, making sure that it's coming off the backing nicely. Then from there, get out your zippy cutter. Super easy, there's only a couple bucks, but super helpful. Get as close as you can without touching your graphic. Pull the backing off now that I'm good to go there. Grab yourself just a regular old squeegee. You probably want to have a little felt on the end if you can, but it's not 100% necessary, but it does help get rid of some air bubbles, so I definitely recommend it. And in this case, I'm only going to put a tiny bit of tension in the middle. I'm going to start in the center and work my way out on this first section right here as I'm going right at the ½ hinge, making sure I'm nice and even on tension, very even and smooth. So now I'm going to be overlapping at an angle with my squeegee for the first little bit to make sure I'm nice and square with a nice little overlap. And then from these complex areas, now I'm a little bit smooth sailing, and you can see it's going on real nice, even pressure, nice and overlap. There's no reason to get in a hurry. See, otherwise you'll have to pull it back off and redo it. Super easy towards the end. Make sure you go all the way to the edge. And a lot of times I'll come back and just hit the whole thing real good. And then you're all set from there. So from there, just pull off your ½ hinge tape. A lot of times we'll save this for later if we're doing multiple stickers. Save your time, save your money. Same thing with these little guys. So next I'm going to use gravity once again. And on this side I'm going to keep the backing on the decal, but I'm going to pull it only about halfway off. So I'm holding it in the center. So I've got both the backing and the end of the sticker all together. And honestly, I have even tension now because I'm holding right in the center. I'm overlapping right over the center point again. Even tension all the way across. soon as I get close up to my backing paper, I'll make a nice even line here so I can peel it nice and straight. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull it the rest of the way. Nice and even tension across. Not pulling too much because I don't want to stretch the masking on the top. And there it is. Now it's laid down perfectly now. So the next and last important step right here, we're going to peel the masking off the top for the final product. Start in a corner, go real slow. Get it started. Even if it rips, it's not a big deal. Just get it going. And then instead of pulling out away from the surface, you're going to pull as far across as you can. Even tension across. Don't worry about if it rips, that's all right. Just pull even and slow, making sure that you're not pulling any of the decal up as you go. One more piece. And since it's only stuck right here, I'm just going to pull at the angle of the decal. And boom, I have a perfect install, no air bubbles. And stay tuned guys for more videos. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit all of our social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and we'll see you on the next video.